It's hard to believe that another Christmas is past and a new year is about to begin. I hope that you have enjoyed time with family and friends and that you have some new special memories to add to your collection. We spent Christmas in North Carolina this year with our family. We had fun participating in some of the traditions that we have missed out on because we moved so far away to Texas. Things like decorating Christmas cookies, which my sister and I loved to do growing up, and my mom has kept that tradition going with all of the grandchildren. This year, everyone got involved, and it was a lot of fun. I took a break from filming and editing for most of the time, but I thought I'd share a little of what we were up to while we were away. When it came to decorating our home for Christmas this year, I kept things simple because I knew we were going to be away for Christmas, but I still wanted us to be able to enjoy the Christmas season before we left. When we spend Christmas at home, I will usually leave everything up until after New Year's Day. And when we are away, I usually wait until we get back to undecorate. But this year, I took everything down and packed it away before we left for North Carolina. So I actually took down Christmas before it even arrived. I did that for a couple of reasons. Of course, I wanted to make sure to bring you some motivation for taking down Christmas before we got back to Texas, and I know that it will be a gift to my future self when we arrive home with that task already completed. Let me know in the comments how you spent your Christmas and when you are planning to put Christmas away and refresh your home for the new year. If you haven't already tackled it, then grab your bins and undecorate with me. Each year I try to assess how I am storing everything we use to decorate and see if I can make the process easier. And I also try to declutter anything that I know we won't use in the future. This year was a little bit different, but also very telling in that I only got out the things that mean the most to us. I'd like to be able to say that I was able to declutter a lot more, but I decided to defer that to when I decorate next year. We are planning to be home then, and so whatever I decide not to use when decorating next Christmas really should go. One of the best things that I ever did to simplify both decorating and undecorating was buying this tree ornament bin. I got it on Amazon a few years ago and love it. I got rid of all the individual boxes and packaging, which was a hassle to deal with and took up a lot of extra space. Now everything can go in and out easily, and it has done a great job of protecting even our most delicate ornaments. I will put a link to it in the description box, and you can also find it in the holiday section of my Amazon store, and the link for that will be down there too. I also love using this storage bag for our tree. It has made putting away the tree about as easy as possible, and I find that it's large enough so that I don't need to crush the tree as much as if I were putting it back into its original box. So there is less of a hassle with fluffing it back up when we get it out for next Christmas. Taking down Christmas can be a little bit depressing, but I find that I enjoy it a lot more when I look at it as an opportunity to refresh our home for the new year. I really enjoy challenging myself to use what we already have and just to reimagine how everything can be used. It can be a lot of fun, and when it's done, our home really does feel fresh and new without spending anything on new decor. So after I get Christmas packed away, I'll show you how I styled our home and refreshed it for January using only the things that I already have. One of our family's favorite traditions is switching our china for the month of December so that we use our Christmas china every day. We collected these pieces a little at a time while the boys were growing up, and most of what we have are gifts from my parents, so they have a lot of sentimental value. Now it's time to put them away again, and then I'll be finished undecorating and I can start to get our home ready for a new year and for when we return from our Christmas vacation in North Carolina. Now for the fun part. I'm gathering up the things that I use to decorate our home, and I will try to rethink how I will use them a bit. Starting with rearranging the faux stems I have and placing the vases and containers in new locations. I tend to get a little lazy with restyling these arrangements, and so I think that taking a little time to play with this will give some new life to our home. Any time of the year, I find that plants are one of my very favorite things to use as decor. Whether faux or real, they really brighten up the dark corners and bring some of the outdoors in, even on a cold and dreary winter's day. I'm relocating some of our plants to the living room so that we can enjoy them here throughout the winter, and also because they will get plenty of light in here while we are away. Some spaces like our beverage center will just get a little tweaking. We'll continue to have our tea, chai lattes, hot cocoa, and of course coffee throughout the winter months, so I'll just make it a little less Christmassy and a little more appropriate for January. After Christmas, I'm in the mood for a very minimal tablescape with a very soft color palette. You may remember these table linens from last winter. It has a really cute bee motif and I've really enjoyed using it. But for January this year, I decided to use the reverse side, which is a black and white gingham. I also have the matching placemats, which I'll also reverse, and will bring in some yellow accents with napkins and a tabletop centerpiece that I am looking forward to creating. My mom recently gave me this antique bread bowl. You probably have seen them because they are very popular for decorating, but she actually used it to make biscuits, and since receiving it, I've been using it to make bread. But I am going to use it as decor for a little while. I thought it would make a really pretty centerpiece for our table, and when I'm finished enjoying it on the tabletop, it'll go back to being functional and I will use it for making bread again. I placed a candle in the center along with some stems of lamb's ear and added some fresh lemons. The lemons were the only thing I bought and I justified that purchase because I will be using them for cooking and baking when we return to Texas. Thank you so much for spending your time with me here today. I always appreciate it so much. And Happy New Year. I pray that 2024 brings much joy to you and your family, and I'm looking forward to creating lots of new content here at Faith and Flour. So be sure to like, subscribe, and activate the bell so that you will be notified whenever I have a new video, and share this video with a friend. Leave a comment below, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, have a wonderful week and a Happy New Year.